What's the importance or non-importance of having a silent mind or quieting the mind? Ultimately, it's not about how silent the mind is, because you can be completely thoughtless and you can still be completely numb at the same time. Often silence is a kind of a numbness, just a state of mind, just to cultivate it, like when you beat a dog often enough, it will keep quiet. But is it a happy dog? Is it a free dog? Right. Is that what you want? Do you want a dull mind, a quiet mind? Do you want to seem free? Do you want to look detached? Do you want whatever you want? A silent mind means nothing in and of itself. It's just another experience. Like the reflection in a mirror. Whatever the reflection, it's just another reflection. It doesn't change a thing. Every change doesn't change a thing. You're still you. So whether you have a silent mind or the most chaotic mind in the world, in both states of mind equally, the mirror is present. You are there to know it. So if there is a complete silence, then that's great. But if you don't recognize that there's a knowing there, that there's an aliveness there, that there is a presence there, that there is a self-knowing awareness there, if you don't recognize that spark's not there, the spark of recognition, then it doesn't matter what your experience is, you can change it for the rest of your life. And that's why so many people meditate, they miss the point, because they believe in the individuality of states. They believe in the importance of states. They believe that the state is something. They idolize it, they worship it. Their entire effort is to reach a state and to maintain the state. But when they're in the state, after a while you'll start to notice, if you're a meditator, so I am in this state, what's next? What the fuck am I doing here? I'm sitting in this silence. Maybe I'm a bit more peaceful. That's great. But then life starts again. Where have I made any true progress or anything like that? So when the mind's completely quiet, recognize that it is completely quiet. And recognize that it's recognized. Recognize that there is a knowingness there. That there is a presence of knowing. There is a presence of cognizance. That aliveness, that spark alone, will introduce you to the freedom that's always already present. Always available. And then when thoughts come in, and when you have a very active mind, or maybe a depressed mind, or an anxious mind, or a very loving mind, or a very hateful mind, whatever it is, it's just another experience in the mirror, another reflection in the mirror of consciousness, of awareness, of you. You are the only constant in every experience. Have you ever had an experience where you were not involved? It's so obvious. You are what you are looking for, because you are the changeless factor in all change. If you recognize this knowingness, this ability to identify, this ability to see, this ability to know, if you identify that this is always already present, just recognize this consistently until the heart shifts, until your human experience naturally relies completely on this. And then challenges still arise. But there is an unshakable faith. And it's not a mental faith. It's not an idolization of a state or of a god or anything. It's just pure faith. No matter what comes your way. You know that you are. You know that you are beyond being touched by it. And all of this comes about simply by that spark of recognition, the spark of recognizing that there's a cognizance which knows intimately itself to be here. You can do this in silence, you can do this in mental activity. At first maybe it's beneficial to just ease the mind, to stop looking for some other experience, because that opens you up to what's present, to the directness, to the immediacy of this moment. And when that immediacy is here, which is here right now, when you're not trying to get somewhere else or be someone else, for just a moment, when that controlling tendency, that seeking tendency is just relaxed, and you're naturally aware of this environment right now, of your body, your breath, your presence, in that moment recognize that something is aware of the experience. And then the experience changes, and then you can recognize again, I'm still here. I still know this experience. And so you go on in every experience until the heart settles in this recognition, and it becomes a natural conviction. And then everything just deepens, everything brightens up, everything becomes ever more beautiful, pristine, ever more clear. An unconditional love arises, a power to solve challenges that you never thought you could solve, intelligently so, without even doing a thing often.